Welcome back to another Best Ball Mania draft. This is our second one of the year. We only have Nick and I, Alex and Corey. Not dedicated enough. No, I'm joking.
A dynamic duo here.
Yeah, so
And we got the 1 of 1, so I think
we
that's a sign of
did.
good luck.
We did get the 101. Not a lot of
I feel like this
badges in
never
here. I
happens.
mean, we have a few black badges, but
Yeah,
hopefully
couple
at least,
veterans in here, but
yeah. No, it's I'm so
all right,
ready
what do
for
you think
best
in 1
ball
of
season.
1? Do you wanna go McCaffrey or CD?
You're only really gonna get McCaffrey if you take him 101, I'd say for the most part all year, but I really like I'd rather get CD and be a little overweight CD
All
and
right, good.
underweight.
I'm feeling the same way. I think with the early, ADPs right now, 0 RB, I think for the time being is the way to go in these early drafts.
Yeah, that's kind of what my thought process has been. I think
You
0
get so
RB.
many starting running backs, 6th to 9th round that I just love loading up the 3 or 4 amazing wide receivers, maybe picking up top tier quarterback and then just going some for the running backs. The way it's been
Yeah, I
falling, I
think
think.
that 6th, 7th round to like 10th round is prime territory for running backs. I also think this is a time not to be drafting rookie unless there's maybe if you have your select few that you're just really high on and think their ADPs are just going to keep climbing and you think they're going to pay off those ADPs. I think this is the time to be fading all the hype on some of these rookie receivers. I think after the draft is when everyone is antsy to just load up on these guys. And I don't know. To me, same thing happened with the big board, the draft, the tournament that was before the NFL draft. Rookies would just go so high, and you can get some really good veteran players at like discounts right now. And I think that's the way to go. Kind of zig when everyone's zagging, and then later in the year, if rookies start to, they go people are buying them up right now and then kind of taper off, then kind of buy back into the rookies throughout the summer, maybe. But for now, unless there's a nice value, I think fading rookies is the way to go.
Yeah, especially when you have guys like Marvin Harrison going 10 wide receivers above guys like Stephon Diggs.
I mean,
I
I
know
don't think
Diggs is in
Diggs
a
is the
crowded
best.
pass
I would
catching group,
rather,
but
yeah. I mean, I don't know if Diggs is the best because he's in such a crowded receiver room, but there are some other receivers after Marvin Harrison that I definitely would pick over him.
yeah,
But it's
100%.
more so, it's not necessarily like he just went 13. I mean, Marvin Harrison, like there's a few towards the top, probably only Marvin Harrison, that like it's a little more like he's going to be Kyler Murray's like number one weapon. I still kind of like Kyler Murray, but it's more of like the, I'm trying to think like the round 2 and round 3 NFL draft wide receivers, like trying to think of some guys. Like I don't want like Jalen Polk and you know
Yeah, well,
Javon Baker.
anyone on the Patriots, it's like throwing darts at a board. We don't
Yeah, I
really
think
even
some of
know
those
who
guys go
they're.
later. Lad
Yeah.
McConkey, I think Xavier Worthy's a guy that, I mean, I get it, it's with Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, they're still
See,
Rasheed
that's kind of
Rice.
a tough
We
one for
don't
me
know the
too.
suspension.
Yeah, we don't know the Rashi suspension, are him and Hollywood gonna play similar roles?
Yeah, Hollywood, Kelsey's still there. Like he's a guy you know, I'm still gonna be fine not having a AD Mitchell. Not having, I know you like him, but like I'm
Yeah.
not chasing that ADP up. Lad McConkey is a guy that I like. I loved him, but man, he's getting pushed up.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I think, where you just go 0 RB, fade the rookies, and I think they'll come back down later in the year as we get
Yeah,
closer
exactly.
to the season, so, I'm just kind of punting my ownership wants for rookies towards that time frame.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. All right, so here, um,
So we have the turn. I love having 2 picks. Let's see who
yeah,
falls. I like Jalen Waddle. If he's gone, I don't mind a Hurts Devonta Smith stack.
yeah, but I don't want to reach that much. I mean, I don't want to reach that much on Hertz, like
Yeah.
way ahead. I would rather just get 2 receivers.
Okay.
So
Do we want
I
Jalen
I like
Waddle?
DJ. I like DJ Moore a lot, but I like Waddle too. I'm fine with going more Waddle.
I'm a little worried about DJ Moore.
I'm not.
I mean, do you want DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs?
I would like DJ Moore. I mean, or DJ Moore or Evans, but I like Moore a lot.
All right. We'll run with the Chicago guy. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a good quarterback, and he's going, not egregiously high behind Trevor Lawrence
And
in
to
a
the eighth.
94th ADP. So like I'm comfortable getting him there.
Yeah, I like the that range is where I don't really like go sort by ADP real quick. Right now we're sorting by ranks, but go towards like Caleb Williams, like the 8th round, 9th round. No, keep it. Just go to the ADP of like okay, so this area of the draft, like I
Yeah,
don't like Keon Coleman. That's an example. Christian Watson. Like I do not want to be I do not want to be targeting receivers, and I want to be targeting running backs.
running
I want to be
backs.
targeting quarterbacks because look, there's Caleb. Go a little earlier. I forget if there's
You
anyone.
got like Jordan
No, I
Love,
don't want I
and
don't want Love.
I mean these
I would
guys are going
Kyler, Dak. Like I don't really want Hopkins. I like Lad, but I just think he's being
too high
pushed
right
up.
now.
So yeah, it's right now for me. It's hammer receiver, and I like elite tight end. Like I like getting one of these elite mid range. Like Kyle Pitts is my favorite right now.
I've
Like
been trying to get as much Kyle Pitts as I can because I think his ADP will rise actually.
yeah, I could see
Because
that.
that's kind of the strategy you almost have to think about too. It's like, where am I going to see the biggest ADP risers this offseason? Like, as things kind of fall into place and hype's going to build in different areas. Right now, there's a huge focus on rookies, not so much in like the free agency moves. Obviously, we saw it pay off with Drake London now in the, kind of around the turn, early second round. But Kyle Pitts has not really been projected as big of a jump. So I think that's good value on Kyle Pitts specifically. And I
Yeah. So
love the guy from Chicago too. Forgetting his name, but
Komet.
no, no, no. That went to the Falcons.
Oh, Mooney late,
Yeah,
like late.
Darnell Mooney, thanks.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys, Falcons guys, besides Drake London, obviously, but yeah, like Pitts,
Like, I
Mooney.
like him more for best ball formats.
Yep.
Season long, we'll
No.
see. But
Yeah. All right, go to the draft board just so we get a cleaner look. Some people, so some of these guys went really running back. Like, look at we got to keep monitor that a little bit because
yeah, this
just
guy
they
went
went.
Brees, Kyron, and Josh Jacobs.
Man, that's an ugly start. Like I like Brees, but Kyron, that's a reach. Jacobs is still has a rookie that just went there, and Dylan.
I think this is the worst team so far. Nico Collins in the second is hilarious to me.
You don't like it
No, not at all.
just because of Diggs now there.
100%. I think his target share is going to be pretty diluted. I don't like, if I had to pick who's going to be the alpha receiver there, I'm still going Diggs, then Tank Dell, and then Nico. And I think Nico Collins gets hurt more than Tank Dell with the, playing more on the outside. Tank Dell's from the slot. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to see Diggs going after him for it, from my opinion. But
Yeah, so we're looking at targeting right now. Dak, Tua, Caleb, and they all kind of go in that range after go to quarterback. I think Dak's the earliest one. if we wanted him. Yeah, 82. So go to the draft board so we can see where we pick next. I don't know if it has the number.
Yeah, we got two to
Yes.
go. Let's start looking up guys.
48, 49. I do like Trey McBride. He's another
I
like this
love George
strange.
Pickens.
You sort by rank again. We're sorting by ADP. Oh, Christian Kirk.
No, I don't want him.
Man, why don't you like Kirk? What?
They just gave Davis a bag.
Yeah, but
Or we got
Christian
to pick.
Kirk has a very good connection
We want to
with.
go Trey McBride.
Yeah, I'm fine with going McBride here.
I think it's a little bit of a reach. I'd rather go Kyle Pitts.
I like McBride too, but
Or we
if
get Keenan Allen.
pick,
All right.
we got Pacheco.
Oh, it just took Pacheco because of our rank.
I like Pacheco, so that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I would have preferred still pushing a little zero running back, but I think he's a guy. He's one of the few RBs earlier, like
All right,
in this.
let's talk about this pick real quick. You want Trey McBride still?
We could go.
Or Keenan Allen or
I say
Pickens?
McBride or Kyle Pitts.
Uh, I'd rather go Pitt.
I'm fine with Kirk too.
We got to be quicker on the draw here.
Listen, it worked out a perfectly fine way for me because I could tell you didn't want Christian Kirk, but our rank was high, so we still got him. But I was fine. I mean, it would have been a reach on Kyle Pitts, a little bit, but I don't think he wouldn't have made it back to 72 if we got Kyle Pitts. I doubt it.
Yeah, I would have rather have Kyle Pitts there.
I like Christian Kirk though, so I'm perfectly fine with this.
You don't think he's?
He has such a great connection with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge like Trevor Lawrence guy. I don't think he's like this generational talent. He hasn't really hit his ceiling yet, and he's had a few
Yeah,
years.
okay, so you're saying he hasn't hit his ceiling, but Christian Kirk, even with you're saying Lawrence playing mediocre, Christian Kirk has been great.
He's been
So,
good. I wouldn't say he's a top tier guy.
I mean, yeah, but we're drafting him as like
He
wide
was our wide
receiver.
receiver 4.
Yeah, he's our wide receiver 4, but off the board, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I don't know, in the like a wide receiver 3. So we're getting like, I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
like
I love Kirk.
barely breaking top 25 for wide receivers.
Yeah, I think he'll be great for fantasy this year. Like, look at Xavier Worthy. That's insane to me.
Yeah, I think that's a reach.
Like these speed guys, like when has a prospect like Xavier Worthy ever worked out in the NFL?
Well, I think Tank Dell last year kind of
But
put.
he didn't. No, no. I'm talking about just these like burners, like Worthy that have
I mean,
fit.
Worthy's a pretty solid route runner. He's not just like a street guy.
But I'm not saying. I'm just talking about like all these speed guys. Like when you look, like none of them have panned out.
Yeah, I get it.
And a guy that had his best seasons behind him.
I think he's going way too high here, but
And I think if you get Worthy that early, like you should be really aiming at getting Mahomes. And I don't think, yeah, he didn't have Mahomes.
no.
Yeah. So at our next pick, now we can start, looking at running backs a little bit more. We got 4 really solid receivers. We still got a decent running back. I mean, if
Yeah, I'm
Pacheco
not
stays
mad about
healthy,
Pacheco.
they could be getting rid of McKinnon. And then it's like, it's just CEH. Like, I mean, you're still getting the Kansas City Chief lead back. They're always could score double-digit touchdowns. But that, like, to me, Pacheco is one of the better mid-round picks if you stray
Yeah.
from ZRB.
Last year, I think when he was being drafted, he showed a lot of promise. This would be 2 years ago. And last year, I think he really solidified himself as the Chiefs, trusted guy. So I'm good with him. He's a hard runner.
He's a hard runner, that's for sure. He does do that well.
Yeah. Do we want to like tee up Caleb Williams or Dak?
No, not yet. I mean, we're gonna get our quarterback in round 8. Like we could even double tap 8, 9, possibly with a few guys. If Dak falls, we go Dak, Caleb, something like that. But we don't need to reach or do anything here.
I just like a lot of the running backs,
I
pretty
mean,
much
I
from
do too,
7 to
but that's the range of our stack.
yeah.
And we're looking at Trevor Lawrence too, but I mean, we can wait till like round 10 for Lawrence.
All right, let's talk about what we're going to pick. I don't want to miss another one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sort by rank.
I'm not a huge fan of Brian Thomas for sure.
You're not?
No.
No, I'm not either. Um,
But that's what I mean, you have Brian Thomas, Gabe Davis. That's why I just don't love Kirk as much this year.
well, I'm not a Brian Thomas fan, so
Yeah. I like Aaron Jones, Deontay.
I like
I don't think I like Addison very much here. I'd be good with Aaron Jones and Deontay.
go to rank again. Deontay, I'd say Deontay. And for our second pick, I say
This is what our running back room looks like.
I just don't Aaron Jones.
I don't mind Najee here.
No, I don't
Massive
want to.
upgraded offensive
I'd say
line.
I say Godwin. I say we finish out strong here at receiver. I mean, we did get Pacheco early, and then we can go 5 running backs kind of after our quarterbacks. Now we can queue up Dak and Caleb.
All right, so we got CD, Waddle, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, Deontay Johnson, and Chris Godwin. I think we could pretty much just wait on receivers for
Yeah, we need
almost
we're
the
only
remainder of
taking
the
a
draft.
max of 1 more receiver. There
Right.
we need 7 max. We could probably even stop at 6.
Yeah, we could potentially be done with receiver here.
Yeah, well, it just depends on like how things fall, but
Yeah.
yeah, 7 max.
I like you could take a flyer like Malachi Corley.
Yeah, if we
something
do
like that.
take a receiver, like a 7th one late, it's not going to be like a point like a hunt like a Adam Thielen, or like we're going to take a guy that can at least
Yeah.
have
We
a
haven't
home run
seen
in
the
a week.
ceiling yet. That's why I kinda like the late rookies there. I feel like Corley could be overlooked if you're in a coach speak. I said this last time,
Oh, I like Corley.
Jets front office, we're sending texts to each other saying, like, "Whatever it takes, you have to get this guy."
Yeah,
So,
no,
I
and
think he's a
Corley's
great
a spike week guy too, like can hit a
yeah,
ceiling in a week, but
yep.
or it's taking a receiver with just that high upside, weekly upside, or a stack with whatever quarterback we get. Like I don't think there's I mean, besides Gabe Davis, if we went Lawrence, if we went Caleb, there's not really another receiver. Who's our Tua? I mean, we could get Odell now, but
Yeah, he was going at 215 earlier today. Let's see
I
if he jumps
so
up.
I mean that's an option late if we. I just
I
don't.
don't
I mean,
hate it.
Odell was ridiculous where he was going last year, but I mean, if he's gonna go in the 200s, and if you have Tua, I guess you could take a shot.
Yeah. I
Queue up
like that, Najee Harris has been falling here. I like him over
and
all these
Warren.
guys. These top 5 receiver running backs drafted.
Oh yeah, James Conner that early is crazy to me with Trey Benson now there.
Yeah, agreed. Dak's
Looks like
gone.
we have a
We'll run
quarterback
on
run kind
quarterbacks
of
here.
coming.
How
Yeah,
about
Kyler.
this team for bad mugs right now? He's got Brees Hall, reached on Kyron, Josh Jacobs, Kamara, And then he also has Hopkins.
And DKMR, he's kind of like going with
Yeesh.
the older squad here.
Yep. I like this team a lot, though. Jefferson, Drake London, Josh Allen,
Kincaid.
Kincaid, Ladd, Rome. He's playing boomer bust for sure.
Yeah, I just Rome and Lad. And I'm more on the boat of not being so eager to get some of these rookies right now.
Yep.
All right, queue up Caleb at least, and
Yeah,
then
I
see
think
what
we got to
running.
get him. I think we have to get him here.
Yeah, and then Warren, Jalen Warren. If we can get Warren and Caleb, that'll be great.
Nope. I think we still got to go running back here. I like
Yeah,
Singletary over Javante.
go down. Let me see if there's
I'd
other.
almost prefer Jonathan Brooks.
Keep going. I just want to see a few. Wouldn't mind Trey Benson.
I think we should try to wait for Trey Benson. I'd rather get like
He's not going to make it
Singletary.
back to us. That's for sure.
You don't think?
His ADP is 101. We're at 97.
Let's see. I don't hate Nick Chubb.
No, take Caleb, and then we're gonna have to get. I'm voting Benson or Javonta Williams.
Trey Benson's just tough. We only have one running back. He's not a guaranteed
That's
starter.
James Conner always is banged up, and if he takes over that role, he's gonna crush.
If
James Conner's getting old.
I mean, let's stick to our rule, draft like we're right. So,
That is how you draft, though.
mm-hmm.
All right, go back to the board. Definitely going to be targeting running backs now.
Yeah,
And then
we gotta really improve that room.
we're just going to go 3 late tight ends.
I think we probably messed up on this Godwin pick. Should have got a running back there, but
I'm fine with that. Godwin is again there's you can even see after Godwin like it goes Addison, Keon Coleman, Ladd, a rookie, Hopkins. I mean I do like JSN, but I'm saying
yeah.
like
But
there
I
is
think
quite
just
a
because we
receiver
had
pool.
like CD, we had these four guys I think can hold it down. Really, these top five guys. But
I mean, yeah, we could stop. I mean, we're for sure going 3 tight ends. We probably need to get Trevor Lawrence with our next pick if he's there, so we can stop at 2 quarterbacks.
he's
Otherwise, we're getting
yeah.
into some dangerous territory of maybe having to have 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. So I say Lawrence or Tua we have to get with our next pick. We have Waddle, we have Christian Kirk. That's a given. Like, and it fits right where Lawrence and Tua's ADPs are. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'd prefer Tua.
I mean, that's
And then
fine.
we could try and target the Odell double stack.
Again, yeah, we could get that late, or we can stop at 6 receivers, which our squad is fine enough to stop at 6. But we'll see.
I wouldn't even mind picking up like Jalen Wright because A-Chain is kind of an injury prone guy.
Yeah, they have Mostert. Like it's,
Mostert's like
I
31.
know, but it's just like I did not like where Jalen. I
They
mean,
didn't have too many options, which is why I think he played more than everyone expected. Um,
yeah, but now it's 3 guys, and to me, I love Jalen Wright, and I think
I think
it's a
he's
speed
good.
guy.
Yeah, he fits in that offense perfectly. So I can't see McDaniels like just fading him.
But if
I think he
Achan is
takes Moster's
performing
role,
like,
and then Moster kind of becomes the
I mean,
third
I can
back.
see that, but it's just it's just this crowded backfield. I do like, obviously, like, having a Miami back feels right, like, just because they always seem to have a guy that goes off, but that's when it was 2 of them.
If we get Tua,
Yeah, if we get Tua, it makes a little more sense to just
yeah,
get more in on the Dolphins offense, but
exactly.
we
I'm
can,
okay
one of our
passing on
tight
him.
ends can be Komet too with Caleb. I think
I don't
he
mind
goes.
taking a guy like TJ Hawkinson.
No, I do not want any of TJ Hawkinson.
Why?
What do you mean his injury? He's not gonna even play like half the season.
He's a good second tight end to have for late in the year. I mean,
Not
if you're pushing
maybe if
for
you
if you're pushing to win this tournament, he's a great guy to pick up.
no, no, I don't think so. It's still it's not like once you come back, you're just
So
back to
you
normal.
want Cole Kmet, who's what, 5th in the pecking order?
I would love to have a tight end stacked with my quarterback on an offense
I don't
that I
even
think
know
is
if
going
Cole
to be
Kmet's going
very
to be
good.
the starting tight end there. They just signed Gerald Everett to a huge deal.
It wasn't a huge deal. It was
I mean, it
solid,
was pretty big.
but I
For
still
Gerald
think
Everett, it was
Komet.
pretty big.
Yeah, but again, I mean, well, yeah, maybe we can get Everett super late. I'm just saying, Komet. I still think
I'm fully out on
search
him.
search by rank again. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Tua or Lawrence, but Lawrence, I do think rushes a little bit more. But
Well, if Lawrence and Gabe Davis are here, I'm good. And then
yeah,
we're
but
really
I
and then
I
we're
don't
really
think
done
I
at wide
don't think we
receiver.
get a receiver right now. We can't. We have we're not targeting another receiver for a while. Okay, Lawrence and Tua went.
Yeah.
What other quarterbacks are there? Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to play like a
We're gonna
late
have to get
stack.
3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. Now go to running back. We're gonna have to get a running back here. I like Gus. I mean, getting a Chargers running back is fine by me.
Yeah.
Chargers is one backfield
All
that
right,
I
let's
do.
let's think about this next pick real quick.
I'm fine with Tajay.
Mm, definitely don't like him with Tony P in front of him.
Yeah, but
I'd rather have Zeke.
I would
He
rather have
just
Rico. But I don't want to get him that. Go to tight end.
I'd rather have like Freiermuth, and that's a reach.
No, go to running back again.
All right, well, we
Who's
got to
running
pick
back?
someone. I'd rather go Rico.
Palmer. No, no. We got a
This is
receiver.
miserable, PB.
Here's the thing. I like Josh Palmer a ton. Like
I think he's a good value. I mean,
yeah, he's a major. And if
I guess we'll
somehow we
tee
can
up
get,
Herbert here.
we're gonna tee him up, but we're not gonna get him. I'd be shocked if Herbert makes it back to us. But
All
I
right,
do think like we cannot take another receiver. If we make that mistake this draft, we've blown money. If we take another, like we have 7 now, 7 very strong ones. We need to take.
we need running backs so
Yeah, but
bad.
we also have 0 tight ends, and we have 1 rookie quarterback. And I do like Caleb. Like we could treat in this draft, we could just treat Caleb as like he's a stud and he should be like a 4th rounder, like Patrick Mahomes level. And so we only need to take 2. So I'm fine. We're probably just gonna have to go the 2 quarterback route. We need 3 tight ends. We've waited too long, I think. And so I think we should go 3 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks, and then finish at running back.
I'm not very confident that Trey Benson and Gus Edwards are going to be.
Why Gus? Why don't you think Gus Edwards is going to provide points? Like if you don't think Gus Edwards is, then you should be all in on Kamani Vidal.
That's fine.
But like, have you been? Have you been all in on him? Have you been taking him in like the
I
12th
wouldn't
round of
say
the draft?
all in.
Why
If
wouldn't? If you don't think Gus Edwards is putting up points, who's putting up points when they're going to be super run heavy?
I think they're just going to vulture each other.
But
If Dobbins is healthy, that's
Dobbins
even a
is
third guy in the mix.
Dobbins tore his Achilles. He's not going to be that effective.
I'm with you. I don't think he's going to be great, and I haven't I won't draft any of him. I haven't yet.
Yeah, so you need
But
to
it
be
just makes
targeting
me
Gus.
think that,
You need to
like,
be
is he gonna
targeting
be a goal line
Vidal.
guy, you know?
You need to be targeting Gus and
Greg Roman
Vidal.
didn't use Gus Edwards a ton around the goal line last year.
Gus still massively paid off his late round ADP.
Yeah, but we just took
To
him in the
me,
10th
if
round.
you think about this, the Chargers backfield right now is going 10th round and later. How in the world does that not does someone not pay off their ADP in an offense that all offseason, all they've proven is they want to run the ball like crazy?
No, I mean, I agree with you. I
It's
think
like a
that's their
no-brainer.
strategy. But
And I think some people are getting like they're getting paralyzed in the sense they're like, oh, is it going to be Dobbins? Is it going to be Edwards? Is it going to be Vidal? Is it? And so they end up like not clicking any of them. When Dobbins is the one I'm out on, and I'll just take Gus and I'll take Vidal, and I'll just mix and match those two because I just don't see how a Chargers running back is not paying off their value this year.
that's fine. Then let's add Vidal because
Yeah, I'm fine with getting him later.
I don't
We don't
mind
need to
playing
take him
like a
yet.
handcuff in that type of situation.
Yeah, no, I don't either. It was kind of like last year. You could be targeting Mostert and Achan
Yeah, exactly. And that would have done amazing, by the
because
way.
in the league now, it's not like all handcuffs. Like a lot of teams just have their like it could be one running back having a major spike week this week and another running back spike. So they're still having big weeks, and they're not necessarily like eating into each other. And then if one goes down, the other one's just going to crush.
Yeah,
Man, I thought Herbert had a chance.
me too. We were so close.
What other stacks are we looking at? I think it's like Bryce Young and Baker.
Baker.
Has to be Baker. And then we can get Kate Otten late.
Yep. I actually really like Aaron Rodgers' value here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could grab him. We can't go any more receivers.
No, we're not. We could. It would be the tight end. It would be Conklin.
Yeah. Let's just go with Baker and Otten.
Well, Otten, we can still wait, right? What's Otten's ADP? Yeah, we can
plenty
wait
of
for
time.
more rounds. What to go to make? Can you see what?
Are we gonna reach on Baker here? I don't know. My screen's like
I
not
think
letting
we
me.
might be able to. I would look at running back real quick and look at running back and tight end. I like Charbonnet. I think we have to take Charbonnet here. He's a guy that if he ever got the full backfield would be a league winner, and he's still I think going to grow his
You're talking
role.
about Charbonnet uncrowning Kenneth Walker?
No, as in if Kenneth Walker got injured, he would be a league winner. If he doesn't get injured, I
We
think
can't play all these ifs of like huge scenario change, and he's off the board. All right, so I think we have to get
go to
Baker.
tight end. Go to tight end if Komet's there.
All these guys are reaches. I mean,
Okay,
maybe you just do Kate Otten.
No, we're not getting Kate Otten right now. Go to my rank.
Right.
Search by my rank and go to running back.
PB, we have 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna get Baker. That's fine. Sort by ADP for running back. Yeah,
let's just get Jalen Wright.
No, I don't think he's a rookie that I'm not in on right now.
What do you want? You're being crazy.
Go search by rank.
You have 5 seconds, PB.
Just get Vidal.
That's such a reach. What? Like, why not just get Jalen right there?
Why? Because Vidal, it's Gus Edwards and him.
We could have got Vidal in 2 rounds.
No, he's not. He's been climbing He didn't have an ADP, and it's 170. People are taking him all over the place. He's a guy that his ADP is not really correct.
I just. All right, so we have Caleb, Baker.
We have the whole Chargers backfield.
We got the Chargers backfield and Pacheco. We hope James Conner goes down. Way too
Trey
heavy at
Benson.
receiver.
Trey Benson can have a role with James Conner being healthy. Why do you think James Conner just has the whole backfield to himself when they used like decently high draft capital on Benson? How old is James Conner now? He's what?
27?
28. No, he turns 29 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, James Conner.
Yeah. Happy birthday, but this guy.
All right, let's tee up some tight ends, and I don't even want to look at the big board yet until we figure our stuff out because these picks are getting ridiculous.
Okay.
All right, so we have Kate Otten.
Sort by rank.
I don't mind Hunter Henry if he's there.
Yeah, I like Hunter Henry. Go to running back though, because I don't
even hate going like Hunter Henry and then throwing.
I would still rather get a running back. We need a running back and tight end here. Go to. I want to Antonio Gibson. Queue up Gibson and Ty Chandler.
I don't know about
if Antonio Gibson's there, we have to take him.
I'm fine with Tony Gibson.
Yeah, put him in the top.
Drake May and in the late rounds and get Tony Gibson and Hunter Henry.
No, I think we're done at quarterback.
You're pretty confident that Caleb and Baker. I mean,
Drake
May's got a ton of rushing upside. He could be a good boom week kind of guy.
It comes down to us screwing up taking a 7th receiver when we probably didn't need it. So, and we know we have to go 3 tight ends.
Tony Gibson's a pass catching back. If he's all right, let's play this out. If he's there, he's a pass catching back, and Hunter Henry's your tight end. So you get 2 pass catchers without hitting that wide receiver position. Kate Otten's gone, so I think that would be the best thing to do, to just try to clean this up.
We already have Caleb and Baker stacked. We didn't need Otten. He was just like, oh, it adds to the stack. But we can't. I don't think we should be taking 3 quarterbacks. If we went 3 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, that means we're only getting 5 receivers.
5 receivers.
5 running backs. Are you okay with 5 running backs?
Yeah, because I think Pacheco, and then you get whoever's the lead back in the Chargers backfields, who I think we're confident will do pretty good. And then you got Trey Benson as a flyer, and you add one more flyer, and those positions are filled out. And then
if we had one more stronger running back instead, like I just
there's no strong running. I mean, Tony Gibson, sure, but that's what I'm saying. Grab these 2 guys. You get Drake May. Is he even still on the board?
Drake May is not even probably the starter.
He's going to start.
Dude, I think Jacoby Brissett is going to start week 1.
Maybe. And then like he'll suck after 2 weeks, and then it's the same thing with Brissett every year.
Yeah, but the Patriots in general, like, couldn't you see like May just getting pounded, and then they're like, you need to sit behind and develop. I don't know. Drake May was kind of the project quarterback.
I think he just has a ton of rushing upside. They spent the 3rd overall pick on the guy. Like, Brissett's a good fill-in, but he's not someone like you sit behind for a whole year. Like, if you're being drafted in the top 5, you're expected to play your first year. That's pretty widely accepted at this point.
Trey Lance.
Well, he obviously didn't pan out to what he was projected to be. But that's one very specific example. I'd say a majority of players drafted in the top 5 are expected to play their rookie year. Let's leave them on there. We'll see what makes sense. If he falls, I think we go these two guys.
I really hope Antonio Gibson. I don't think he will. These guys need running backs too, and
All right.
like
So what other running backs do you like? I like Bucky Irvine.
I don't sort by rank. Okay, so I'm just hoping Gibson's there. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, let's contingency plan here.
We have there's no contingency plan. He's either gonna be there or we're screwed.
All right. We
Okay.
just got so lucky.
All right. Take the
Tony
pain.
Gibson and Hunter Henry. And if Drake May falls, great. But
I hope he does not. I hope someone takes him.
all right.
All
Let's look
right.
at tight ends.
Noah Fant. I love Noah Fant. Isaiah Likely, I think, is always solid, especially for if Andrews went down, which he did get injured last year. He's getting older. Just went. Okay. Enough with that conversation.
I think I'm out on Chig. He was kind of a
I like Chig again. He's a guy that has that like weekly upside, in my opinion. Just based off his
if we run
athleticism.
4 tight ends, I don't hate that, but I like Jonnu Smith. I like Dawson Knox.
What about the guys ahead of him that are like I said, like Noah Fant or Jawan Johnson?
I don't like Noah Fant at all. I know he has less competition this year,
And
significantly,
why don't people like Noah Fant? I don't get it.
because they have 3 incredible pass catchers and Charbonnet out of the backfield, and Geno Smith isn't that great. So, like, he's maybe the 5th ranked on target share on, like, with a mediocre quarterback. So, like, fantasy upside, it's just not
But
there.
it's touchdown. It's touchdown upside. Like you're literally we're
What
battling with
he
like
literally had 0 last year.
he
Like, what are you talking about? Then go
he
like
had
Jonnu Smith or like
Colby Parkinson. He had Will Disley. They literally got rid of all those guys and kept him. He is the guy.
I know he has less competition, but
Noah Fant is and Jawan. Okay, if Jawan Johnson, Chig, and Noah Fant are in a tier of their own above anyone or
I
all
like
those guys.
Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, we can start with Jawan Johnson, but I'm saying those top 3, I really hope we get one of them at least.
I mean, I don't like Tucker Kraft. I don't mind Conklin. I don't really love any of these other guys.
Yeah.
Mike Gesicki, maybe.
No.
What do you think? Tanner Hudson's gonna start?
Yeah, Tanner Hudson was the guy coming on stronger. He was like passing other guys on the depth chart. He was like their pass catching guy.
Yeah, that's true. Theo Johnson could be kind of intriguing.
No, absolutely not. I'm not taking Theo Johnson his rookie year with the
Donald
Giants.
Parham. He's probably going to be a blocker.
A Chargers tight end intrigues me, but I just don't know who it's going to be. Is it Parham?
I think they're going to block a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think they'll block a lot.
And
But
Parham's like 6'8", like he's a massive guy.
It's just like the running backs, like they're still gonna throw like in the end zone, something like they're gonna throw the ball still, and they're all going like in round 17 to 20. Like it seems like one of them is paying off their ADP. I just don't know who, because it's who else do they have? It's go to just type in Chargers like LAC. Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, Parham, Disley. They have more. They have someone else. Keep scroll up.
Big run blocking guys.
Scroll. Yeah,
Hayden
Hurst.
Hurst.
So it's like, who's it going to be? That's why it's hard to take. Like,
I wouldn't do it.
you're just going to probably be taking zeros on a lot of teams, and then one. I don't know. It's a thin.
All right, so there's a decent chance Drake May is available.
Yeah, because he shouldn't be taken.
I mean, we're at 192. I don't hate it.
I
personally.
don't think at 192 he should be taken.
I think we can just complete a nice stack potential there.
So you're just
and you always want to go for stacks.
Yes, but it's also roster construction, and 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. not the
I mean,
greatest. It works sometimes,
you
but it's
know
not
that
the greatest.
Caleb and Baker are not surefire locks.
No,
I
but
don't
you
mind.
don't. I'm not
QB is
talking.
such
I'm
an
not.
important
But I'm not.
position
Okay,
to
Nick.
score a
Nick.
lot of points.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying
All
for
right, John
best ball
Johnson's gone.
mania.
We gotta pick tight ends.
Yeah, Noah Fant. He's the last guy in that tier I just said. He's by far the best pick there. Like it's not even close in my opinion. He's the starting tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. All the other guys are like
All right,
tight
so
end
who else do you
2.
want here?
I want Fant and a running back, and then we get our third tight end last.
I mean, Herbert's still there.
Yeah, I like Khalil Herbert. I think he's going to contend for some touches, and we have Caleb.
All right.
But Nick, it's not that like, oh, we have stacks. I get it, but it's 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends is not a good roster construction in general. It works sometimes, but it's just usually you do not want to be doing that in a tournament like this.
I know, but
They're onesie
we kind of screwed
positions.
up a
You're
lot.
only
So
getting one score from those positions.
we're trying to generate some upside here because we
No, you're
screwed
not
up.
generating upside by doing that. You're generating a floor by doing that. You're saying, oh, I just want just a little safer just to have some more points. You're not generating a ceiling. You're actually just generating a floor, but we need ceiling.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
No, I mean, that's just how it is. You don't take 3 quarterbacks for a ceiling. You take it for a floor. You get the
chicken and egg.
ceiling from upside receivers, having, running backs that can hit like whether it's through injury, whatever it may be, how backfield shake out. Like that's how you generate upside.
To me, that's if you're saying draft a handcuff, to me, that's protecting a floor.
Well, to me,
I mean, you could look at it both ways. I don't think either
no,
way's
that's a
wrong, to be honest.
situation in which I just think the
But
Chargers backfield is undervalued and they could rotate having big weeks.
yeah. But if you're playing it just for like the injury risk, then like
No, in general, you're right. I don't like having 2 running backs on the same team. I try to avoid that. But I think certain situations, the Dolphins were an example last year, where I don't think it's just I think both of them have ceilings, is my opinion.
yeah, I think the Dolphins situation was a little unique.
The Chargers is to me as well. In a
But
team
like
for
you
a
saw in
team,
Detroit, that's probably more likely the situation.
what?
Like where you have one really good
Yeah,
fantasy
and look
back
where
and like
Gibbs and Montgomery were going last year. Look where Gus Edwards and Vidal are going this year.
no, I know.
That's
I think it's a good move. I'm just saying I think the way it plays out will be more like that opposed to
I would be
Miami.
perfectly happy
Because
with
like the
that because
Miami backs are basically
Nick,
like wide
Gibbs and
receivers.
Montgomery were both like top 12 backs last year.
Yeah, and only one of them paid off.
No, both of them did.
I don't know about Montgomery.
Montgomery was like a 7th or 8th round pick.
He started the year really well
Nick,
and he fell off by
anyone
the
who
end.
took Montgomery was very happy last year. He was one of the best
In
running
best
back
ball,
picks in best
sure,
ball.
but
This is best ball.
you wanted Gibbs and not Montgomery at the end of the year.
I
If
would.
you were in the playoffs, you 100% wanted Gibbs over Montgomery.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to actually double check this.
All right, we got to get one more tight end.
Yeah, we do.
While you're checking that, we got the last pick in the draft.
Nick, he had a touchdown in every week in the fantasy playoffs, and he was an RB2, or he was an RB2 in every week of the playoffs. And he was drafted in round 7 or 8. So
And what did Gibbs do?
but that just shows you Montgomery also paid off.
I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm just
Jameer
We got to pick
Gibbs.
a tight end.
I know.
Pretty much like Dawson Knox.
Jameer Gibbs in the first 2 weeks, he was RB3 overall, week 15, but he was RB44 in week 17. He in the fantasy championship.
Really?
Yeah, so Montgomery had a better fantasy championship.
That's surprising. Who do you want, Dawson Knox?
I can't see your board. I can't see what I'm looking at here. Scroll up. Yeah, Knox. Yeah, we don't have a stack, do we? Caleb and
No.
yeah, no. Yeah, Dawson Knox. He
Or you
just
go like Hayden Hurst.
nah.
You wanted
Knox.
to.
Knox is still going to be a guy. He's paired with Josh Allen. If Kincaid went down or something, then he has a lot more upside, and I still think he's good as it is. All right, let's look at the teams here real quick. Our draft went off the rails at what? Josh Palmer?
I think it went off the rails when we
Oh, it
couldn't
looked.
pick, and it went off like around
What rounds?
on round 5 and 6 is when it started to collapse.
I think the
I mean, it
draft
wasn't
turned out
like the
fine.
worst. Like I think we did a solid job recovering, but
Yeah, I think we just let time get
not
the best.
optimal. Like if we wanted to do a Caleb stack, we should have like decided that and taken Keenan Allen over Christian Kirk. But it's fine.
Yeah, but I like Christian Kirk a ton. So
And then what really hurt us was
Palmer.
right here. Well, round 10
Oh
where
yeah, that
Tua
really
and
threw us
Trevor
for a loop.
Lawrence. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's just, sometimes the way it falls, but
the Lawrence Tua thing definitely threw me off. I thought for sure one of them was coming back, and then we could have gone Gus, and then Gus and one of the quarterbacks, and instead we get then Palmer auto picks, and then it was just.
I wanted to do what Triple Cheek here did with
No, we didn't. We were trying to stop at 6 receivers based off what we had, but
yeah, but
whatever.
we ended up taking a
Josh Palmer.
receiver in that round. So
But
I don't know
I
how you
think
could
if
argue
there's
against
any
it.
wide receiver 7 to have on a team like that, Palmer is a good guy because he's paired with Herbert, and he could be wide receiver 1.
I think he'll start the year as wide receiver 1.
Yeah. So
And
and he has
we'll
that
have to
long
beat him
ball.
out, but
He has
it'll
that
take a
long ball
few
upside.
weeks. Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this draft. Hopefully, the next one will have all 4 of us. I have a feeling we're going to be getting frustrated with 4 people doing these frequently, just missing picks. But it's the nature of it when you stream it. And
It's early in the season. We're knocking the dust off.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you